Okay, let's do a really quick and easy calibration of the pitch field on your D-Lev. First, we'll set lift to 0. We'll do an A-cal. We'll play with P-cal first, and then sensitivity. We may restore our lift if it's non-zero. We'll set offsets plus, and then we'll store our system profile. So here we are in the P-field page. Like I said, you set lift to 0. If it was non-zero, remember what the value was, so you can restore it later. We are going to play with P-cal first. We're not going to touch linearity. It should probably be somewhere around 0. We're not going to play with offset minus. It should probably be 32. We're going to play with sensitivity. Dither should probably be 0. Offset plus we're going to play with also. So we go back to the main page, and we will press out to do our auto calibration. Right, so we press out and pull our arms back to do the auto calibration, and then we go to the P-field page. Alright, so first things first is to adjust P-cal. So what we are trying to do is get the far field sensitivity the same as the near field sensitivity. So this is just like the adjustment on an analog theremin. So the standard here is when we're opening and closing our hand, we want to use a very mechanical movement like this. We don't want to do musical movements. We want to do as mechanical as possible. And we want to do it right here at the antenna. And we watch the tuner. You can turn off the audio or mute it somehow. So we open and close our hand, and we see that we're getting 4 half steps here on the tuner. All right, so that's our standard. We don't care what it is, we just want to see what it is. And we want the same number of steps here in the far field when we pull our hand back to our body, and we're not moving our body when we do this, or any of this. We see we only have 3 half steps. So we need to reduce P-cal to increase the far field sensitivity. And I went from 32 to 28, and it's still not quite enough, so I'm going to 26. And that's about right. So done with P-cal. Now we move on to sensitivity. Now we can use musical movements, and we do this again near the antenna. So say we want this to be an octave. Sensitivity right now is 43. We need it to be much more sensitive. So I'm going to turn this up to 56, say. And we're still not getting an octave. So maybe 62. It's close. 63. All right. So our sensitivity is set, and we have the same sensitivity all through the field. I can make the same gesture anywhere and get the same response. If you had a non-zero lift, you could restore that now. If lift was 0, then we can move on to offset plus. Now, offset plus, all it does is move the field entirely around in terms of pitch. So really what you use it for is to set the highest pitch when you're very near the antenna. So say you needed to, for example, say you needed a C7 very near the antenna, but you still need, you wanted to be able to comfortably do a vibrato. Well, here we're kind of touching the antenna for C7, so if we increase offset plus, that moves C7 further out from the antenna. So that's all there is really to it. So we're done adjusting P-cal, sense, and offset plus. All we have to do now is save our settings. We would go to the system page and press store twice. And that's it.